Boat hair don't care.
Boat hair don't care.
Off to Great Dog Islands and the Rhone shipwreck to go snorkeling today.
Yep. Gonna finish back at Norman Island, Willie T's, before we head back tomorrow. Pulling up anchor. Gonna be heading to Great Dogs for some snorkeling. Down to the Rhone shipwreck for some more snorkeling. And then back down to Norman Island. Exclusive resort. Right? Getting ready to pick up a ball at Great Dog for a little snorkeling. I think while they're in the water snorkeling, I'm going to cook some bacon and eggs. We are approaching the RMS Rhone dive / snorkeling spot, where hopefully we're going to be able to pick a ball up. The Royal Mail Ship, or RMS Rhone, launched in February 1865. She was 310 feet long, with a beam or width of 40 feet, was considered a sail steamer having a 500 horsepower steam engine. She was considered fast, capable of 14 knots. She was capable of carrying 313 passengers. Her maiden voyage was October 9, 1865, and she sunk in a hurricane October 29, 1867. Her bow now sits in approximately 80 feet of water, and her stern 30. The stern area is what we snorkeled. back to Willie T's for the final night.
No.
Only one person's in the water. Who you reckon that is?
This is the morning that none of us ever want to see, which is the last one here.
Time to go home, unfortunately.
Yeah. We are back here in Norman Island. We never made it back to Willie T's last night. We all just kind of ended up sitting on the boat, having a spaghetti dinner, enjoying ourselves. But we were here, listened to a lot of ruckus over there for a while. Got our first rain shower last night.
We did.
Isn't that unbelievable? And but anyway, so today we are going to start packing up the boat here in just a few minutes, and the captain will have us over to the marina about 10.
It's been a great week.
Awesome. And then we will head to the Wyndham Resort. Good morning.
Right.
We'll head over to the Wyndham Resort where we'll spend tonight. All right. Last ride.
Unfortunately.
Right. Captain's finally getting us kicked off the boat.
They finally turned me off the boat. Tell you, I thought it was my friend.
Still running. We started this a day ago. So this was our home for the week. Seabreeze 2. She's an Aquila 54. And she served us well. Everything worked. No problems.
When we set out to plan this trip, we watched YouTube videos that contained BVI itineraries. We also looked at the map to determine where we wanted to go and what we wanted to see. We ended up doing a clockwise trip around the islands, which worked out perfect for us. The sunrise ride to Anegada was one of the favorite things among us all. Great memories that will last a lifetime. Until next time.